Welcome to Space Quest 3. We are back with the Space Quest series. Just listen to that beautiful intro music. It's Space Quest 3, The Pirates of Pestulon, from 1989. My name is Eric, and we're going to dive straight into this as soon as the introduction is done. Ah, there are the guys from Andromeda, Mark Crow and Scott Murphy. Yeah, there's a bit of an introduction first before we continue playing. And, well, as usual, I suck at doing introductions. It has been an indeterminate amount of time since Roger Wilco rocketed away from Walhall's burning space fortress. Time stands still for our hero in suspended animation. Its engines long spent, the small escape pod drifts aimlessly through unfamiliar star fields. It's altered many times by small asteroids and space debris. Inside, Roger lies undisturbed in his sleeping chamber, but not for long. This is the first time that the Space Quest series got proper sound and actually background music. And well, that's kind of cool. I remember this is actually the first game I played in the Space Quest series back on the Amiga 500. That was a long time ago. There has been some upgrades to the graphics, and also the parser engine has been changed a bit. Now you don't have to write everything in a panic. Whenever you start writing, there is actually a parser field that shows up but pauses the game, so you can actually think what you're about to do. And that's actually quite handy. The pod, considered to be nothing more than another piece of scrap, is taken aboard a robot-commanded garbage freighter. Unfortunately, these robots have no regard for organics. The small pod is jarred by a sudden shock, which triggers the sleep chamber's revive mode. As the glass shroud slides back, Roger slowly begins to regain consciousness. Where am I? This is so cool! That was the first time I actually heard a voice in a game too, for that matter. Much better quality than the other games of the era. When you think about it, it was mostly like an electronic noise or something that simulated it that sounded like crap. Here we are, inside the freighter. You notice that the sound from the pod grows softer until they're imperceptible. Having served its purpose and taxed its resources, the pod gives a final hum and shuts down. Here we are! Now we are back as Roger Wilco. I think his hair has changed a bit too, since the last time we played. And that is actually explained in the interquel. I can't remember what the name of it was. It was like 2.5 or something, I think it was called. Unimportant. Let's get going. Look. You are standing in a debris-cluttered junk bay. An escape pod rests in the middle of the room. There are chunks of metal lying around, which seem to be small sections of old spaceware. This thing is important though. Look at engine. Oh, this program is too stupid to glean your desire from such a wonderfully crafted sentence. Please try something else. Look at generator. You don't have one of those. I know this is a generator or some. Is it a motivator? Motivator? Yes. A closer look at the object on the floor reveals that it's a warp motivator. It looks a bit more high-tech than the other junk strewn about this locale. Sturdily constructed, its only protrusion is a modular plug near its base. We need this thing, because we need to escape. Look at that! There's some funny stuff in this junk bay. Look. Various types of abandoned intergalactic spacecraft litter the floor of this intergalactic junkyard. All this place needs is a junkyard dog. You shiver at thought. Yeah, I would like to know what a Space Quest junkyard dog would be like. But look at that, we have a TIE fighter here. Look at TIE fighter. Do me a favor and try rephrasing that. Look at spacecraft. This bulbous craft looks like it has seen a lot of action in its day. You believe it to be to be a bow tie fighter dating back to the Cologne Wars. A true relic. Is a bow tie fighter. Look at bow tie. Oh, it's the same. And we have an Acme rocket too. Okay, let's have a look at that. Look at rocket. This ship is another fine but worthless Acme product. And here's the Jupiter. Jupiter? Is it the Jupiter? Yeah, the Jupiter 2. Look at Jupiter 2. It says Jupiter 2. This baby must have been floating around out there for a long time. It doesn't hold your interest for very long. And look at that, that's a big frickin' arm over there too. Look at arm. Somewhere there's an oversized android missing a limb. Yeah, it really does. One thing we need to do already... Vapor calc, I don't know. Save game. Yeah, we're still using Scum. But it's... I like Scum. It's a good engine for playing old games. Space Quest. Oh, let's make it easier. Junker 1. Now, let's see. Oh, okay. We got up into this thingy. I'm going to add another one of those. Well, I'm probably going to try and avoid getting killed too much. I most likely will get killed because I'm a bit of an idiot. But I'm going to add a link to the death scenes. There's plenty of those on YouTube. Stand up. Whoa, yeah. It wouldn't be so bad, except for the sudden stop at the end. Next time, don't get so close to the edge. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to do. Did not have that in mind at all. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to add a link to different death scenes in this game too, and as you notice, I'm still killing myself unnecessarily. Dying in these games is part of the fun, but also part of the extremely difficult level sometimes of the games. It can be really, really crazy. And if we don't get up, we're going to get mulched. Jump! There we go, Roger. That's what you needed to do. Yay! That's a good boy. And I'm going to try and not get too close to the edge. Walking around in the junk. It's quite far down to the ground as far as I can see. And I don't feel like falling off again. I remember as a kid listening to the death sound on the Amiga. It was really, really terrifying. I actually had nightmares about that. In this room, the rail makes a U-turn. There is a machine here which hangs under the rail. There is a chute at the bottom. In the middle are panels of monitoring devices being tended to by a droid. I'm sorry, I'm really not very good at reading today. Look at droid. It's not a model you've seen before. The droid appears to be dedicated to this workstation. It seems harmless enough. Oh, it's not harmless. Look at device. A grabber hangs beneath a rail. There is a seat for a driver. There is a claw underneath that looks capable of grabbing things. So it's called a grabber. Good. That's what we need. Get in grabber. Good boy, Roger. Plopping into the seat, you grasp the forward-backward control of the grabber. There we go. And off we go. We're going to continue one lap around this entire scary thing before we come back. Because we're going to pick up the warp motivator. Yeah, I know this game a little bit too well at times, I would say. I think that should be... There we go. Look in grabber. From your seat, you see a handle, presently being gripped by you, which controls motion, and a button marked claw. Press claw button. Haha! And let's see now. It's a little bit slow, I have to say. It's a bit slow, this game. Oh, we actually got it the first time around. Look at that. Perfect. Come on. The claw senses contact with the warp motivator, grasps it firmly, and begins the ascent back to the grabber. It's a bit of a slow ascent and all that. Come on. It's a really neat feature with this whatever hovery thingy or power thing. Good. Now we just continue. We need to put this into the ship that we're going to use, which becomes our staple ship for the entire game. It's the game that we know about. It's the not the Millennium Falcon. It's supposed to be the aluminum something. Yeah, the aluminum mallard. That's the name of it. It's a nice little play on words, isn't it? Or, yeah, well, at least a bit of a parody on the original name. And as usual, I'm having a beer. What else is new? Let's see. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. This is also neat. If I press the space button, I get the previous input. Makes it a bit quick. Oh, look at that! I'm doing everything perfectly. Sensing an adequate surface, the claw releases its cargo and begins the ascent to the grabber unit. The object thuds into place within the cavity of the ship. Yeah! Haha! So difficult that was. And now we continue back. We're done with this part of the game. Nice! Otherwise we would have to, you know, walk around, explore and everything, but since I've played this game so many times already, this makes it much easier for me to just do it in the rather quickly like this. And I think this is like the only Space Quest game I know back and forth without any trouble whatsoever. I think, at least. Shouldn't say too much now. Oh. And with that, I probably just screwed myself over seriously here. Going to save the game. Junker 2. I saw one thing here that I wanted to have a look at. Vapor Calc. What the hell is that? What? I don't even know what the hell that is. Let's see what's it. Retype inventory boss key. Oh, I get it. You don't want your boss to know you have been playing Space Quest 3. In fact, you don't want your boss to know that you've been playing Space Quest 3 for 0 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds. Wow! That's a good idea, but I'm afraid that, being the good company men that we are, we can't help you cheat like that. Sorry. Well, at least it's not like the. I think it was like in the Larry games there was like a boss button, so you could actually hide the game. That became like a calculation or something instead. There we go. Get out of grabber, because we need to get out of here without killing ourselves. Whoa! Off. Fortunately, you come to a relatively soft landing in a pile of debris. Look at those rats, man. You can hear something scurrying around above you. You can't actually see the rats because they're hidden in the shadows. Yeah, but we can. Look. You seem to be in a debris-enclosed hollow. Poking out of the ceiling is the which you originally entered through. Some crusty lamps linked by a non-UL approved wire provide additional illumination. Let's see now. Look at wire. Some brittle-looking wire runs from lamp to lamp and then disappears in a hole to the left. Ooh. Look at hole. You peer into the small opening and notice a tiny reactor, which seems to be providing power for the lights. Get reactor. Uh-oh. You unhook the reactor from the cheap wires and take it with you. And dark it became. It sounds like they're going to attack me shark style. I mean like Jaws. Going to eat me. And now we have a way out of here. Climb ladder. Bending aside a thin piece of scrap, you find an opening into another area and climb on in. Get ladder. You grab the ladder and jam it in your pocket. Ouch! The dry humor. I love it. It's such a wonderful thing in this game. It's funny and it's sarcastic, and I mean, this is actually one of the troubles with adventure games, is that you have enormous freaking pockets to put everything into. And that's exactly what it does. It's making fun of it. Well, actually it is a parody, but some people took it a little bit too seriously. Look! You are quite impressed by the size of this junk freighter. The skeletal remains of a stripped-down space tanker stage lie half buried in scrap, but I see a skeleton. Look. Oh, many O's in that one. A skeleton. It's looked to be another metallic menace whose time has come and gone. Hopefully, fate will be kinder to you. Metallic menace? I'm guessing it's a reference to something that I don't really know what the hell it is. In we go here. Come on. Aha! So, look. Someone, or something, has done a real job on this tanker. Was this the result of some space battle? Or perhaps you're not the only one roaming around in here. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, look at that. That's one of the ratties. Pow. Holy hell, Batman. You seem to have been mugged by some type of large rat. As you pick loose fur from your teeth, you notice a less bulky feeling. That's because you stole... Look in inventory. Yeah, you can actually like click on. We have still the glowing gem from Labion, and we have the ladder. You are still carrying the piece of Orium that you picked up on Labion during your last adventure. However, it has long since lost its glow. Yeah, they stole the freaking generator, so I need to go back there. Stupid rats. Holy rat mutants, Batman. Or something like that, I guess. I'm not good at those thingies. Roger, where are you? There you are! Thank you for actually showing up. Thank you for participating in this game. Yay! So, we're going to go and pick up the generator, and then I'm finishing up this episode. And our little bow tie fighter. Hello. Darth Vader socks and all that. Use ladder. Okay. Climb ladder. Yeah, they put it back here. Stupid rats. But now they didn't notice me because I came in the other way. I think that if I redid the entire thing going up and down and all that, I think they would actually kill me the second time they got me. Get reactor. You unhook the reactor from the cheap wires and take it with you. I think they would actually kill me. And as I remember, you could actually pick up some wires at the same time, but if you did, they kind of like disappeared, or we could never find them afterwards, at least, so the game became unwinnable. That kind of sucks, but I think they actually show up here with the generator or reactor. So, ouch, into the pocket again. Yeah, I think it's like showed up there, and you could actually pick it up, but we, not knowing English that well, we didn't get it. So, yeah. That's how it is at sometimes. Okay, but that's enough for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like what you saw, hit that like button and do leave a comment for me. I love reading comments. But for now, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys later.